My name is Tony Touch and I love cigar boxes. They're like super versatile for like organizing. You can make like little crafts out of them. They come in different sizes, shapes, different finishes, and they're tough little boxes. Got little box joints on the edges. Ooh! They got hardware already installed on them. Got like awesome engravings on them. They've got dope ass stickers on them. Well, not all the stickers are dope. On that note, hey kids, it's your Uncle Tony here. Here to tell you that smoking is totally cringe. Bruh, it's like big bad for your riz. It's super sus to your vibe. Being drug-free is bussin'. Keep your health 100, cancel tobacco. Did I say that right? Been using these little guys like around the garage for like small storage. You can stop in like any cigar shop and sometimes they'll charge you $1 to maybe $5. But when you work down the street from a really awesome cigar shop and they just give them to you for free, I've got a problem. Actually, I've got a collection. So, let me show you the ins and out real quick. Now, like I said, these boxes are pretty resilient because they're made out of cedar. Cedar is like naturally resistant against like rot, decay, pests. Also, it's really good at withstanding temperature change. That's why I really like using these out in the garage. Even though they're made out of cedar, I like to beef them up a little bit. Every box is just a little bit different. You can see this one's pretty plain. It's got finger joints on the side, but I like to actually put a little bit of glue in the inside corners. Kind of mash them into those finger joints from the inside. Another style box has this like little insert, and these pieces on the inside are just pressure fitted in there. They just pop right out. Sometimes. If these do pop out, I like to put a little bit of glue on the back of them, put them back in there, and then clamp them up. So this box had like thinner walls, where this guy has the same kind of setup, but it has thicker walls. You can pretty much do the same kind of thing with gluing it into place, but instead of using clamps, use some brad nails. There you have it. Let them dry for a while, and then get back to it. Now we got the structure all tough, we need to make the inside a little soft. At minimum, you should at least put some wipe-on poly on there, but if you want to get fancy, as you know I do, stain it up. Tape off the things that you don't want stained up, stain it, clear coat it. Another thing you can do, you've seen me do it before, Mod Podge. Get some fancy paper, measure out the inside, cut the paper out, Mod Podge the crap out of it. At the end of the day, it just makes it look a little bit more interesting. Now if you really want to fancy it up, felt. Felt's nice. I would only really use it for like indoor use. Out in the garage, if you get a little bit of sawdust on this stuff, it ain't coming off to save a life, but it does look nice. Highly recommend getting the felt that has the adhesive back on it. It's worth that little extra cash. Another option to keep the inside soft, foam sheets. Buy it with the adhesive on the back. This works, I think, the best for like keeping your tools like nice and soft, like a drawer liner or something, but it looks fake. And my favorite thing to line these boxes with. Cork! Cork gives you like the benefit that the foam does, but it also looks appropriate. Some boxes even have these little cigar dividers in there. Very cool, very useful, but maybe not arranged the way you need them. I put a little bit of white vinegar on there and just kind of brush it into the creases. And that way you can just kind of pop them out. If they're being stubborn, once you get the vinegar on there, hit it with a hairdryer. That should loosen it up even better. Now the vinegar's completely dried out, we can start putting it together the way we need it. Just simply gonna kind of get like a dry fit of everything. Mark how much room we need. To get these pieces back in there and nice and snug, we're gonna be using CA glue. This works just like super glue, but this spray instantly activates it.
Got him!
So what if your cigar box doesn't have those cool little dividers? Well, make them, you dum-dum. Measure. Find some wood in your scrap wood pile. Cut. Glue. Screw. Enjoy. And hey, since you got your hair dryer out, good time to get rid of those unwanted stickers.
Wow! Hair dryer?
No. Well, if you don't have a hair dryer, you can use a heat gun. Just make sure to use it on the lowest settings, not to damage the wood or the finish on it. Let's try to get this place organized. Bring it in. Gently. Organization complete, but now I need storage for my storage. And the question remains, what the hell am I gonna do with all these boxes? What about a teeny tiny toolbox with a tray? First thing I do is cut up some riser blocks, and then we're just gonna glue them into place. Next, we're gonna make a teeny weeny little tool tray. These are gonna sit on the riser blocks inside the box. Probably should have used wood glue, but decided to use CA glue instead. And finally, we're just gonna put a handle on the tray, and I decided to add some cork to the bottom because I wanted to add some cork on the bottom. Now what do you put in a teeny weeny toolbox? Got a teeny weeny hammer, teeny weeny screwdrivers.
Put a teeny weeny beanie on a tub of Vaseline.
Got a teeny weeny gauge. And the teeniest weeniest little knife. Ah! First, we're going to sand the inside edges of the lid, and then we're going to glue it shut. Notice how I'm only putting brad nails in the corner because we're going to throw it through the table saw. I was going to do a 45-degree angle, but eyeballing it, 30 looks like it's going to be better. Throw a couple more brads in there to reinforce it, and then clean up your box. After that, hang it how you need it, store some crap. Don't need two shelves? Make one into a pencil holder. It's the same process as doing the small shelf, except for this time we're going to add two dividers in the middle. Glue them, screw them. Just start off cutting two small shelves that will fit inside the box. I use masking tape to get 2 for 1 cut. Next we'll do a dry fit, make sure they fit, and then trace out where their location's going to be. Once I have those lines in there, I'm going to drill some pilot holes from the inside out. Glue them, screw them. I'm going to yank out the old hardware on this one. I'm going to do my own thing with it. A little drawer pull. Then just hang it up and store your shit. Decorate it for your taste. These aren't just made for the garage. I use these around the house too. Like all those teeny tiny Barbie accessories. Perfect. And my son loves using them. Good place to keep all of his trophies and first place medals and... First thing you want to do is get rid of all the stickers on that. Use a circle saw to cut 2 circles on the same line. Then just use a jigsaw to complete the card slot. Just give it a quick sanding and it's off to the paint shop. Decided to put some stripes on it because, freedom. Nah, just messing. It's just gonna make it totes the door. Then just decorate it how you want. For your birthday, for your wedding, for Valentine's Day. Or for Tinder. Started off by cutting some holes about a half-inch from the edge on the lid. Never hurts to double check your blade to make sure you're not bottoming out.
Getting jiggy with it.
Then just take some scrap wood and cut them up for rising blocks for the inside of the box. I think I'm going to decorate the inside with some like old gag prints and a little bit of Mod Podge. With the plexiglass cut to size, you just get some adhesive caulk, put some on the edge, put a little bit of weight on it, and let it dry for a couple hours. I pre-made the backing plate that's going to be holding all of our props. Once we get an idea for placement, you'll just drill some holes and then secure your props using craft wire. For the smaller stuff, I'm going to use glue to keep it in place. That way you can see the whole thing instead of that wire covering it up. With our props in place, just put the backing board on the rising blocks and secure them with screws. Perfect way to show off your childhood memories. First order of business, reinforcing the lid with a piece of scrap wood. Now we just gotta glue it shut. Don't need these anymore. Now we just gotta find the center of the box. This is gonna be the very tippy top of the steeple. And for the entrance, you want to drill all the way through. But for the perch post, you only want to drill about halfway through. An old license plate works perfect for the roof. Just need a little persuasion.
Break it down.
Just need to get a quick trace of where the box meets the roof. A couple pilot holes. A couple screws. You got a birdhouse. We're going to start by removing the lid from the box. Then we're going to head over to the table saw, cut them into 30-degree angles, and attach them together. That's going to make the roof. Then we're going to attach it to the box. Then we're going to take some thick sticks, cut them down so that way they fit inside the box. And then we're going to drill a bunch of little holes in there for our buzzy boys. Then get some outdoor glue and glue those into place. Then just cut these reeds down to size and fill in little gaps in between. And there you have it. One little bee box for your buzzy boys. If you don't like the way this build looks, you may have... Look, I can't spell it nor pronounce it. We're going to start by gluing the lid shut. Then we're going to head over to the table saw. Take a little off the top and about 2 inches off the bottom. For the structural support, make sure to use pressure treated wood. This is going to be outside. Press the chicken wire into place and staple her home. For the landing pad, just need the lid. Make sure to reinforce it with some scrap wood. For the backing, I'm using pressure treated wood and a couple scraps from the cigar boxes. For easy filling, we'll put some hinges on the roof. Mark where the hinges are going, put a couple pilot holes in there, and give it the rivets. Decided to strengthen up the landing pad, just in case we get some over-Americanized squirrels. Once dry, attach the roof, and let's see if they like the free lunch. So what do we make next? Well, do like a cigar box guitar, do like a miniature dollhouse, or and now my storage needs storage. Now my storage needs storage. My storage needs storage! Ah, shit. No. You had your chance, Tom. I think I found the perfect spot for all these boxes. Just do some quick measurements and make a carcass that fits. Pretty basic frame, just kind of screwed butts to butts. It's all scrap wood. I'm gonna try to use as much scrap wood for this thing. It's just gonna be out in the garage and it'll look rustic. As of right now, it's got, I don't know, some jiggle physics to it, but once we start kind of adding shelves in here, I think it's gonna kind of get a little bit more sturdy. The plan? I don't know. I'm just gonna take some cigar boxes of similar height, kind of line them in a row, mark them, and then just kind of add little pillars, shelf, pillars, shelf, pillars, shelf, pillars, shelf. Pillar, shelf, and hopefully I don't shoot myself in the foot as I get up here. Just slap on a coat of paint, add some wheels, and a couple other hardware bits. Cleaned out my junk drawer full of handles, put out a couple labels, just that way, you know, makes it easier on me. Man, this turned out good. The only problem is when you roll it underneath the workbench, it's a little dark. And it's nothing a little underglow can't fix. Looks good and it's mobile. Pretty much gonna be like using this stuff like a lot of like my disposables or small things that just are hard to organize. I think Adam Savage had a thing about like first order tools, second order tools, third. This is more like my second order kind of stuff. But it's nice to have it that close to the workbench. Now that this is organized, what the hell am I gonna do with all these toolboxes?